and in particular Commerce Cloud. So I'm going to jump right in. So here at Avalara, we have over 8 different integrations to the different Salesforce clouds. And we build and maintain all those integrations here in-house. It's pretty unique that we actually have that expertise in-house, but that ensures that we give the best possible experience to our customer base, and it helps us maintain a great relationship directly with Salesforce as well to ensure, like I said, proper customer experience. Today, we're going to talk about Salesforce Commerce Cloud, or B2C commerce as it's now known. The Salesforce Commerce Cloud integration that we have here at Avalara is a link cartridge. It's pre-built. It's available on the link app exchange, and it offers customers at checkout address validation, proper tax calculation with taxability determination, and it can also offer enhanced cross-border capabilities that include delivery duty paid options, as well as delivery at place options, if you're trying to give your customers more visibility around what might be required for an international shipment. On this slide, you'll see a couple screenshots from different customers that use our Commerce Cloud integration, these being Adidas and Movado for these screenshots. So what actually happens when a customer hits complete purchase at checkout? Well, let's go through it. We call this the sub-second challenge. First thing that needs to happen, you have to validate the address that the customer is giving you to ensure it's a valid address and to ensure proper tax calculation. Next, you need to actually look at the sourcing. Where's the product coming from? Where's it going to? Really matters when it's an intrastate transaction, especially in a state like California that has probably the most complicated sourcing rules out there. Next, you got to determine what jurisdiction you're shipping to. You have to determine, is the product or service that's on the invoice actually taxable? Then you have to determine, is the customer taxable? There we go. And then you actually have to determine, okay, what's being sold? Is it taxable or not, like I mentioned? You have to determine, hey, is there a sales tax holiday going on? Over 20 states here in the country now have tax holidays, and they're on random weekends. They apply for a couple different days, and all that information, it needs to be taken into account. Once we've determined the taxability of the product and what's the proper rate to charge, we need to return that calculation back to the shopping cart. And then we have to store that information for proper reporting. All this information and all these actions take place in about 60 milliseconds using our Avalara solution. How does our Avalara solution work? Well, we call our Avalara tax solution AvaTax, and it's a global cloud compliance platform at this point. It provides the tax research associated with the product and services that are being sold. It includes, as mentioned, the taxability determinations and the tax rate that needs to be charged. It can help manage the exemptions of customers, and if you have a proper exemption on file for the state that's being shipped to or jurisdiction. And then it has the ability to provide detailed sales tax reporting for reconciliation purposes and for returns preparation. However, most of our customers do use Avalara to actually file those tax returns back to the different states that they do business in, or countries at this point. I wanted to actually carve out here a moment and talk about marketplaces. So marketplaces are becoming more and more relevant in today's day and age. And we have quite a few Salesforce Commerce Cloud customers that actually run marketplaces on their websites. What are some of the challenges that marketplaces face that are relevant to a Commerce Cloud customer? Well, they're relevant to every marketplace. Marketplaces have infinite items. They can sell anything under the sun, even products that aren't the company's own in these cases with Commerce Cloud. They can have all sorts of issues with data. What is the product being sold? Is it taxable? Is it not? Is it classified properly? They have to deal with returns. And where did that product actually come from? Did it come from the California vendor warehouse location that sells on our marketplace, or did it come from their Nevada location? Huge challenge. Multi-channel support is just vendors. Cross-border restrictions are a very large thing with large marketplaces now. Is the product even shippable to this country where it's being purchased? There's a lot of different scenarios that you run into where products aren't allowed to be shipped to other countries, whether it's how it's made, who it's made by, et cetera. And then there's the reporting challenge that you have to be able to provide back to all your vendors the proper tax information so they can file their returns properly. All these challenges are all handled by Avalara with our integrations and capabilities that we have built into Commerce Cloud and into our tax engine as a whole, if it's a custom integration for the customer's marketplace. So just a nice little segue there. Wanted to touch on that because marketplaces are becoming more and more prevalent in today's world. I have talked about global quite a bit, and I haven't mentioned where we actually collect global. This is our map. This is all the different countries we support. It's about 180, 190 plus countries here in the world. We have obviously capabilities all around EU, South America, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and we can not only do the calculation of the rate to charge, but as mentioned, cross-border capability with delivery duties and taxes, and we can do fiscal representation and VAT filings in quite a few of the countries that we help support from a tax perspective. Not all of them, but quite a few. Now I want to jump into the last piece of the puzzle, and that's once you have a product actually sold and pushed through to shipment and fulfillment, it's got to get to your ERP, the final stop. And that's where I'm going to hand it off to Amy.
All right, great. Thank you so much. So Jordan and Jeff have talked a little bit about Salesforce Commerce Cloud, but many of you are running NetSuite as your system of record, and you may also be running sales through NetSuite. So I'd like to take just a few minutes to talk about Avalara's bundle for NetSuite and a few other solutions that might be beneficial to your business. So Avalara has a long-standing relationship with NetSuite. We have over 2,200 joint NetSuite Avalara customers, and it's one of our fastest growing channels. By using the pre-built certified Avalara bundle within NetSuite, you can leverage the power of AvaTax for your wholesale orders, or really any orders that you're running directly through NetSuite. Another tool that we offer is Avalara Tax Research, and that gives businesses access to a comprehensive, up-to-date tax research library and a robust tax Q&A database. You can also interact with tax researchers who will provide and answer specific tax questions that you might have. So this tool is great for finance and tax professionals who can find easy to read tax information, rates, supporting documents for their just-in-time answers to help with their tax decisions that they need to make on a daily basis. We have a scalable suite of solutions to help businesses comply with laws around selling to exempt customers. Most customers leverage ECM Pro, the middle section. It's a next generation best-in-class solution for exemption certificate collection and compliance management. It has a tight integration with NetSuite as well. And the last solution I want to touch on is e-invoicing. So Avalara is an industry leader providing functionality for e-invoicing requirements in countries where it's being adopted. Integrations are being launched for NetSuite as well as our other technology partners in the near future. We will be able to offer a seamless single provider solution that scales across your business systems as e-invoicing becomes more prevalent. And that is what I wanted to cover. I'll turn it back to Jeff for our conclusions.
Thanks, Amy. So yeah, we really just want to say thank you everyone for joining the webinar today. As a little contribution to everyone's times today, we're going to go ahead and do a raffle. So I think Rebecca is going to be able to put that in here. And
yeah, I've been collecting names on my phone so that we can do because I'm sharing my screen, I couldn't go to the website. So we're going to do a wheel of names. So I'm going to go ahead and spin. See, it's spinning. And our winner is Christopher Boyes. Congratulations.
Woo!
Be sure you send me, you can chat it in here directly to me if you want, but your email address where you would like your Visa gift card sent. And I can also pull your email off of your registration if that's your accurate email address where you want it sent. So, and then, because we ended a little bit early, feel free to put some questions in. anybody touched on anything? There is a question in there. I can send a chat. All right, thanks, Christopher. Perfect. So put your questions in. We have some time to answer them. We have brain power on here that is unmatched. So anything you ask, hopefully related to what we covered today, we can answer.
Yeah, and that's what I love about, this partnership with Avalara. Both of these teams just very dedicated, always, knowledgeable and ready to help and answer any questions, you guys. So if you have any further questions and want to learn more, and some of those services that we talked about within Salesforce, Commerce Cloud looked interesting, here's my contact information. We'd love to talk to you and see how we can help, make some improvements for your guys' business. So like I said, Rebecca said, we have a couple minutes here. Happy to answer any questions in the chat. Otherwise, thank you so much for everyone joining today. And Christopher, she'll be sending that over for you.
He said he can't send a chat. So Christopher, if you could just drop me an email, it's hopefully you're seeing my name on there, Rebecca.Brandyberg@avalara.com, then I can get that sent off to you, or to Jeff.
Yeah, or my
send it to Jeff too.
Yeah,
which is on the screen.
Perfect. We'll make sure we get it over to you.
Yeah.
I can type that over to you, Rebecca's email address.
Perfect. Awesome.
Well, everyone, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We want to give you guys some time back. It's almost Friday Eve, as I call it here. So looking forward to the weekend. Hope everyone has a great Veterans Day tomorrow. And thank you for anyone who knows anyone who served as well. So
thanks for that, Jeff. That's great. And Christopher, I got your email address, so we're good to go there. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
take care.